Hey, what's going on, guys? Good day. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for being here again. I'll show you what we did in the last 2 days on Nasdaq and US 30. Markets crashing down after the CPI news we had today. Well, the crash started pretty much from here. This breakout happened yesterday, almost at the end of the afternoon. Huge drop. So this entry was pretty much done from yesterday, since yesterday, and still holding it. So huge, huge crash. Continuation to the downside. This, this market keeps showing weakness in overall, since the inflation is still bad. Now, core CPI news coming up are not good at all. So it was kind of expected. Okay, the market had a little momentum, a really nice momentum to the upside, right? For a few days, it was like a week. The market was pushing up, then it started consolidating and creating this. It was going sideways at the same time, creating this. The price was squeezing. It was going on this nice pattern, right? Price was going like this, creating this triangle pattern. This pretty much this anywhere like this direction. When you see a setup like this could break anywhere. Like if it breaks to the upside, it will normally go skyrocket. If it breaks to the downside, it will melt down, right? This is pretty much what happened right here. Okay, but this is the actual pattern that we can normally find when the price is exhausted, right? In this case, it was an uptrend, and the price is failing to continue its way up, right? And it's squeezing. The price is pretty much. It's a time bomb. I call it a time bomb because normally on indices like this, once the price accumulates a lot of liquidity in this type of thing, eventually will break loose. As I mentioned, if it's to the downside, it will go down hard. If it's to the upside, it will skyrocket. So these type of patterns are really nice, and catching those breakouts are normally a huge amount of profit. So anyways, I was kind of like doubting, and I really wanted to see the market actually go up. But the more and more they were consolidating, I was like more into the okay, it's a matter of time when this thing is actually going to drop. It's going to crash again. I will jump in on Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq setup pretty much we were having. It's looks kind of messy right now, but spotted a nice entry. I entered a little late, even though I actually sent a previous setup. I sent it to the VIP group. I will show you when I send it, but I did not get in since I'm actually starting to use order blocks. I was not jumping in at the moment. Hold on while I'm looking for this thing here. It was, let me show you here. This is the VIP. This is the late entry that I had, but the first entry, this was what I was predicting. You see, the market was right here. I just draw down the break of a structure right here. This is basically the change of character and break of a structure, kind of like similar to order blocks. So we have a break of a structure here. The price did created this nice drop right here, very aggressive selling, right? Immediately this creates a little order block or supply zone right here, right? Now our job here is to just patiently wait to see if the market will ever reach this zone. Once it reaches back up, it will normally come crashing down. It's a nice supply zone. It's a nice area where institutions will get in again. And the banks or institutions, they will normally add sell limit orders. They don't enter manually. They will place a sell limit or a buy limit order, and that's basically how they trade. So at this point, I was practicing still, starting to include this break of structure and change of character and order blocks to my trading. So I was not placing this sell limit order at this point. I was just sending this setup to my students. I was saying, guys, there's a very nice setup coming up, potential scenario. The market, it was consolidating right here. If it breaks to the downside, most likely will go down right away. If it starts actually going up, it will most likely grab liquidity, because right here the market has created liquidity. If we go here, you see these lines that I'm showing at this point. This is the liquidity. This was the consolidation we were having right there, right? The market was consolidating, and then boom, it pushed up, grabbing this liquidity grab. It did a liquidity grab right here, getting into the supply zone, and then it started dropping and crashing after that. You see? So it did a huge liquidity grab. Normally when the markets are consolidating like that, they are grabbing, they're holding, they're waiting for buyers and sellers. They need sellers to get also in control here, because that's where they make the money. Right? They will pretty much let all this price consolidate, and a lot of sellers most likely will place their stop losses above this area, above this previous highs. So that's why eventually at some point the price will break to the upside. It's a fake out basically. The price will fake out. Okay, let's pretend we're going up. So they will buy eventually for a moment, right? And look what it's doing. It's reaching a previous area, previous supply zone. So the banks already have their orders set in here, right? And the order block. So they usually have it like that. And their TP will maybe to a next psychological level, which was this one, the 12,000. They just hit it, right? It was a huge tank right there. So again, because I was just starting with this, I did not place any sell stop. I entered late. I entered a little late on this one, which, by the way, because I entered late, as soon as it started dropping, the price did reach my halfway down my target. So I put it on break even. I secured profits. I took partial profits, and I put it on break even. Look what the market did. Because I entered late, the market has stopped me out, and then after stopping me out, it went down. So it's cool. It's fine. I entered late. If I would have entered here automatically, like having that sell order limit, right? I would have not got stopped out. I would have just hold it, because I would have been already on break even. Depending, of course, where my target was. If I was targeting maybe this next order block, because there's another order block right here. So my first target, and it was pretty much in this area. I wasn't expecting the market to have a huge tank or crash or break to the downside like that, right? So I was just aiming to my previous order block. But as I mentioned, got stopped out. The price pushed up, stopped me out on break even, and then went down. That's fine, cool, no problem, no biggie. Right here at this point, I didn't get in on a buy because of the speed. I was seeing this thing going so fast to the downside. I was not into, I'm not gonna get into any type of buy right here. This thing is going down too fast. So at this point, this is what we're having. Right now, you might say, oh, but you have a buy limit order in here. No, I don't. I'm kind of watching at the moment. Today is Friday. After the core CPI news, of course, this is going to continue melting down most likely. So no. I will be looking, of course, in this area. This is a very, very strong area in the past. A lot of rejections. This could be a nice demand zone. Why not? It is. It could be a nice demand zone. This is where this huge push started. So it's an attractive zone. I'm not going to lie, but no, I'm not getting into this one. So I'm just holding my sale on US 30 right now, which is looking very, very nice right now. I do believe this is even going to continue, even dropping to the next psychological most likely. I will try to hold it. Let's see how it goes. But this is a huge crash so far. And yes, as I mentioned, I wanted the market to go up, but the markets are still weak. There's no good news at the moment. So of course it's expected. It was a matter of time where this thing was actually would come and crashing down. It was just a matter of time, and it will be like that. I don't know what you think, guys, but I don't believe we're gonna be getting any type of correction anytime soon. At least this year, I don't think so. We're going Nasdaq. I was saying to my students right here, I believe, right here. Yes, this is the same Nasdaq, right? So I'm on the weekly time frame. If this weekly, you see today is Friday, week is ending today. If this weekly candle closes, the body of the candle closes below this body, this will continue. This is already a new low. The market has created already a new low on a big time frame, right? So that means that it will most likely continue crashing next week and so on. Because right now, what do you see? You see a huge push, a pullback, a push, a pullback, retesting the previous zone right here. Now potential continuation. So most likely we'll be reaching the 11,000 psychological, or even getting lower, or even, who knows, it could even come back down to where the end of the crash coronavirus, right? So this is the biggest crash ever. As I'm telling also to my students, this is the biggest crash ever. Like, I don't believe even a 10-year trade, like a trader with a 10-year experience, I don't think they ever experienced a crash like this. I don't think so. This is huge. Just in Nasdaq so far, let's see, from that to here, 5,000 pip drop. Coronavirus went down 3,089 pips. 1,815 pips. I don't know if this is just TradingView. It's not letting me go lower than 2017. I don't know if it's much more than there. But yeah, I truly don't think that there has ever been a crash like this. So this is pretty much new for all of us, for most of us, I would say. So like, this correction is going to be huge. Once the things, I know this is temporary, right? It can last maybe a year. Right now things are pretty bad. I don't think it's going to be recovering, but it can last, let's say, for a year, right? And maybe next year it will start correcting. It's possible, depending on how things are going to be going, right? Russia, the problems with Russia are huge. They're still bad. The oil prices are still, going up and up. Right now, what's the barrel? $118 US dollars. UK, it's 120. So yeah, the prices, they keep pushing up, right? Because Russia, it's a big producer of oil, so United States is not buying oil anymore. All the bans that United States has done in Russia, right? Companies like, for example, McDonald's. I don't believe there are any Apple stores anymore in Russia. A bunch of bans, a bunch of company bans in, what is the name? Sorry for my English. A bunch of things that the United States has banned from Russia. All those companies, big American companies, and that's affecting. That definitely affects, and that will most likely continue if things are still bad in that part of the planet. Things will definitely continue bad. All right, so well, thanks God that at least we can make money. We as retail traders, we can make money while this thing is going down, right? The stocks, people who are actually having stocks, for example, Apple, Tesla, is more complicated for them because they only make money when the price pushes up, right? Because if you buy a stock at a certain price and it starts going down, that is not good. But if you, for example, if you're on Nasdaq and the market goes down and you're selling, you are making money while this thing is selling. I believe there is a way to trade stocks. I think my broker has an option like that, but I haven't checked it yet. I don't know. I think there is a way that you can trade stocks, like Apple, Tesla. Like you can sell micro, I think it's micro stocks or something like that. You can pretty much trade them like you're trading indices. Like you can buy, you know, small lot sizes on Apple, and you can sell. You can buy and sell. I believe. Well, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not saying that that's actually correct, but I believe that you can actually do it. But as I mentioned, things are still bad. Stocks are dropping. They're going to continue dropping. For how long? We don't know. We'll have to wait for these things to start getting some type of signs. But at the moment, these things are still, you know, showing signs of continuation. This is S&P 500. You got to push, pull back, push, pull back. Now potential continuation. Same thing here. I'm on a weekly time frame. If this weekly candle right here, which is going to be closing in the next 5 hours and 53 minutes, if it closes, if the body of the candle closes below this last body right here, then this is most likely, it's a new low. It has created a new low, so it will continue most likely to the downside. So with that being said, guys, if you found this content, you know, helpful to you, you know, please consider, you know, I hope I earned, you know, your like and subscription. You know, I do post content here very often. If you're also interested on what I do, how I trade, I encourage you to go on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You will find there that I'm offering a bundle right now, which includes my course, a mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. It's only a one-time payment. You don't need to keep paying every month. It's only one-time payment. And just one little thing, that if you're looking only for signals, this is not for you. All right. If you're looking to earn, if you want to learn what I do, yes, this is definitely recommended for you. All right. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.